And on that motorsport tip, we have Karan Patel in studio with us, a rally driver who is excited to be taking part in the new season of the KNRC Premier League. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Quickly, before we just get down to business and about your story and everything, just quickly tell us about that sponsorship that you've seen there, 25 million into the autocross and the KNRC.
It's a very helpful input from KCB that autocross also now gets some kind of allowance from the big bank, and that will help that sport run very efficiently and makes it a good competition for everyone who takes part in that. As for the rally drivers, we are also happy that we get that kind of money, and that 25 million I think is excluding Safari. So it's just for 7 events and 10 autocross rounds. So we appreciate everything that KCB does.
Okay, and definitely we'll talk about Safari because it's exciting that it's back to Kenya. But quickly, for the people who don't know Karan Patel, who's Karan Patel and how has your journey been so far in the motorsport world?
Well, I am, let's say, as a profession, I take part in just, like I'm a mechanic, let's say, a glorified mechanic. I fix planes and I love doing that. I've been rallying since 2014. I think we've also done a few interviews with you in the past, so thanks for having me back.
You're welcome.
So let's say now is the fifth year of rallying. Looking forward to being champions in Kenya and hopefully also in the African Rally Championship. That's our aim. Apart from that, I am always in the gym, just taking care of my fitness. Trying to work on my mental fitness too. So yeah, if I'm not in the car, then I'm in the air flying with the plane or trying to make sure that it can take off. So yeah.
Okay, I know Phoebe is gone. Phoebe used to be your previous car.
Yeah, Phoebe's gone.
Now we have, what's the name of the new car?
I called it Cheeto.
Cheeto.
Him.
Why? Oh, it's a him.
Yeah, it's
Phoebe
a
was
him.
a her.
Phoebe was a her. So he's a bit more aggressive, I think.
Women are more aggressive too.
Yeah, I think so, but this is just a different car altogether. It's and it's orange. It just fits with the Cheeto vibe, and yeah, we're very, very, very grateful to have been able to get this car, and hopefully we can just keep it clean, make sure we don't do what we did to Phoebe, to Cheeto. Although mistakes happen, it's part of rallying. So let's see. We have the first rally on Sunday. Just trying to keep it clean. We're first on the road, so a lot of tension, a lot of stress, but also we're just going to go out there and have some fun. Yes, new season coming up. How ready are you for this season? Oh, well, very ready to attack. I think James and I we're at the point where we really just want to win, and a win in a proper KNRC event, not just going to Arusha and winning, or taking part in a Mombasa Motorsports Club Championship and winning, which we've done in the past. So for us, we're itching to win, but also we have to really just take care of what we do and how we go about it, because it's a risky business. You also have the WRC experience. Yeah. Tell us about that and what you learned from it that you're ready to introduce into this new season of the KNRC. Okay, well, with WRC, it's an expensive venture. We're very also grateful to have been able to take part in WRC, and going out there, we thought we were really, really good drivers, and well, I thought I was a good driver going out to WRC, but it makes you realize that competition from the World Rally drivers is something of a different class altogether. So it makes you, depending on your mentality, you either want to better yourself or you just say, oh, I can't do this, and you stick to where you are and you stick to the pace you are. And so for me, it's like I want to better myself and get to the point where I can actually beat maybe the best in the world. So we'll see. Yeah, 2020 is considered one of the best, I think, will be the best sporting years when it comes to Kenya. We have the magical Kenya Open when it comes to golf. We have the Safari Rally coming up. We have the Tokyo Olympics. So much coming up. So let's talk about the Safari Rally. How exciting is it to just have it back on Kenyan soil? I'm sure for a lot of Kenyan people, it's going to be very amazing. For them, I think a lot of old memories to bring back to life. For me, it's a dream come true to be able to compete on home ground in a World Rally event. I'm sure for the people who've been competing in the World Rally event previously have never actually been to Kenya. So a lot of people fans will be happy to come to Kenya to visit Kenya as a whole. Drivers will be happy to rally and have like zebras crossing the road in front of them, where they'll never get that anywhere in the world. So I think Kenya is going to benefit a lot, and it's important that the government and the whole organization and the Safari Rally project make sure that the rally is something that keeps coming back to Kenya, not just a one-off event. Yeah.
Let's also talk about, I know one question when I said we will be having you on the show is about the cost. People want to know exactly the cost, what it takes to just be part of the KNRC. Also the fact that you're transitioning from Phoebe to Cheeto, if you can just break it down for viewers at home.
Well, the transition from Phoebe to Cheeto is the cost. I mean, from what the car we had before to now, it's about 3 times the price of the car we had before. But for an entry-level driver to get into rallying in Kenya, I don't think you would need to spend that amount of money. Obviously, you have to buy a car, so you know, with like just the prices of cars, and you know what, you probably end up spending like 2 million to get an entry-level car, or even 1.5 if you find like a Toyota Vitz, you just put a roll cage in it. You can get like a proper rally car for 1.5 and start rallying that way. And then with sponsorships, corporate people like want to, you know, your costs are not so high, so you're not asking for a lot of money from a corporate company, so they'd be happy to sponsor. But if you have a car like an R5 like Cheeto, then I think you'd probably need about 4, 5 or 6 million to run it for the year. So not many people are very fond or willing to give you that amount of money for someone who hasn't proven himself yet.
So sponsorship is quite the big deal when it comes to rallying. Yeah,
sponsorship is a very, very important thing when it comes to rallying, and I think with Safari coming back, if I remember clearly, Phineas stated yesterday that corporates now are more interested in getting drivers on board, just corporate and the driver, not just corporate and the whole rally itself. So we're looking forward to that. We've been fighting for sponsorship for the last 4 years. We have Filmico agencies who are our main sponsor, and we're very thankful for that. But obviously there's always room for more sponsors, and always room for the addition of stickers on the car, because at the end of the day, the marketing that a rally car can give you with the likes of Safari Rally coming back to Kenya is quite a lot. So there's a lot to be made from that.
Yeah, and also if you can break it down, the difference between, I know when KCB came on board, people like KNRC, autocross, if you can just tell people the difference between the two.
Okay, autocross is a discipline whereby you literally go around the same track over and over again in different heats. I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, there must be 6 heats a day, and maybe you'd have 20 competitors all in different cars and different classes of cars. So they'll just go around the same track, and that's like, maybe it'll take you 2 or 3 minutes to complete a lap, and depending on how fast you complete the lap, that will dictate where you finish overall for the day, and also that depends on which class of car you're driving. And rallying is, KNRC is rallying. Rallying is a sport where you'll only see one corner. You'll only see that one corner once throughout the rally, or twice. So in autocross, you'll see the same corner maybe 20 times in the day, whereas in rallying, you'll see the same corner just once. And once you pass that corner, you'll never see the corner again. So rallying is a A to B, where you'll never see the same turn again. And autocross is just a track-based, yes, a circuit.
Okay, I think that, thank you for breaking that down to the viewers. From a rally driver point of view, makes sense. Okay, let's talk about your aim for this specific season. What is it, and how far are you willing to go?
Having learned a lot over the last few years, I think my aim for this season for both James and I is to go out there every time and have a good time in the car. It's always important that you have a good time, because from the advice I've learned from people, and for the times I've tried, just having fun in the car without having to stress about where you want to finish or how you want to finish. You just get in the car, have fun, and hopefully the results will come.
Okay. Who do you look up to in the rallying world? Locally and internationally?
Okay. Locally, I've always taken to Baldev Chaga for advice, for just for comfort. You know, you go talk to him. He's very open, very honest person. So he's always there to assist. And from the days that I actually started rallying in a car that he used to rally with, and I still have that car. So he's someone I look up to a lot. When you go outside to the international scene, I think I've become fond of Oitanak as a driver. He's come up from nowhere, and he was the world champion last year. He had a big crash in Monte Carlo. That was the first event of the 2020 World Rally Championship. But everyone has to crash in rallying. You can't not crash if you don't push your limits. Then when will you know what your limit really is? So he's someone I look up to a lot.
Okay. Finally, as we wrap up, your message to upcoming drivers or drivers who want to be like you when they grow up.
Well, I would say to all the drivers out there, if you want to be a driver, take small steps into the rallying life. You know, start off maybe if you can't buy a car, try and join a team, try and get your hands dirty, work on a car, work on a rally car, or build your own car. That's the cheapest way to get into rallying. But don't give up. There's always an opportunity to get what you really want if you actually try.
Thank you so much for joining us, Karan Patel.
Thank you, Sean.
All the best in the new KNRC season.
Asante.
Let's now